Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a Crow Collective, the collective for today. Today is Tuesday. It is August 11th, 2026. You may follow me on the Tack the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. And if some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. But the stuff that doesn't fit, leave it on this table for someone else. Do not take that shit home with you. There is no point for that. We're going to use the Urban Crow Oracle. We got 1 on the table, 2 on the table, 4 on the table, 'Oh, this is interesting. I'm picking my eye looking at the cards and I'm like, wait a minute, did that all just fall out the way it fell out? I love it when I get readings that aren't what we normally get. I love the fact that I can cleanse a deck of cards, I can say a prayer over a deck of cards, and for like 3 weeks straight, get pretty much the same fucking reading. And then the next day, I pull out that cards, I cleanse it, I say a prayer, and bam, something completely different, something that you haven't seen in a while. And it just seems like all new, brand new energy. I love that. I love that. And no offense to other readers, no offense at all. Some people do certain zodiacs, right? Like I watch a lady that does just Virgo readings, literally just Virgo readings. Literally, she just does Virgo love readings, and sometimes that annoys me. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes that just annoys the hell out of me. It's like, you don't ever do any other reading. The funny thing is, when she does her reading, if something else shows up in there, she says it. So if she goes to do a Virgo love reading one morning and it turns out it's a reading about like somebody breaking up because somebody cheated, she talks about it. You know what I mean? She doesn't gloss over it. She doesn't lie. She doesn't pretend. She's like, well, the reading's not good today, guys. I like that. I find it very difficult to believe that readers out there will have the same basic reading every single fucking day. Love reading, everything's perfect. You're going to end up together. Don't worry, it's coming. Wait 3 months, wait until August, wait until October, wait until January. I've said this before. There are readers out there that will do love readings and they'll be like, oh, this is coming for you in September. And then in August, they'll be like, oh, yeah, this is not going to come until November. And it's like, you already told me it's coming in September. And granted, timelines can change, things can shift. Humans are humans, right? Everybody's on their own timeline. God can only do so much. But the fact that readers will push readings like, oh, your love's coming in September. Oh, no, wait, it's coming in December. Oh, no, wait, it's coming in March. I find it less likely to believe, This is good. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Somebody's angels, ancestors, dearly departed loved ones, guides, animal spirits, familiars, whatever the case, somebody's team is working overtime to protect their abundance. Like somebody has something meant for them, and the powers that be are protecting that with all their fucking might. Respect. Respect. 5 on the table. We're going to do one more shuffle. If somebody doesn't know this, they're gonna. Like, somebody's gonna get like a download or last shuffle, an intuitive nudge, something. Like, hey, we're all here for you. We're all protecting you. And it's really what somebody needs to push themselves forward. We got 7 with bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is risk. Waterproof. Somebody could literally do whatever they want and they're golden. And I don't mean like, doing crazy shit, like, illegals. I'm not talking about that. Like, somebody can literally change their course, decide to get rid of painting and take up hockey, and God's going to be like, oh, that's awesome. Like, you're still getting your abundance. Like, you still have this coming for you. I don't know. Top of the deck, memory, illusion, commitment. 2 people are remembering a situation completely different. 2 people that are separated are remembering a situation completely different. They're not together. They're not together, but they might be at some point. It's giving like 2 people that have things that they need to do before they can come back around to be together. And everybody has free will, right? So if you don't want a past person, then this person will come back around and you'll be like, no, kick rocks. And that's fine. You have free will as a human being living your life on this planet in this lifetime. You have free will. If you don't want another person back, then you don't have to take another person back. But I'm saying God is going to put an opportunity out there, and depending on how you look at it, you might or might not take it. Okay, we've got 7 with bottom of the deck. We've got teamwork, ghosts, protection, abundance, insight, soar, and bottom of the deck is curiosity. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. It doesn't matter. Yeah, somebody's team is working overtime to protect them, to protect what they have going on. And if they haven't figured this out, they're gonna see it. If they don't see it in dream state, they're gonna see it in reality. Like, something's gonna happen, and they're gonna get like that download, and they're gonna be like, "You have my back," like, you have my back. And like I said, it's when this person realizes this, it's just going to propel them forward. It's just going to make them realize, like, oh, like, well, this is my path. This is the direction I'm going in. This is my purpose. Like, I'm just going to keep going. I might as well just keep going. I think this person has some idea of what's in store for them, but I also think there's that little bit, that little portion where they're like, what's going to happen at the end? Like, I know this is going to happen, and I know that's probably going to happen, but what about this? Or how about this? Or does this happen before this? Like, somebody's curious. That's like when I and this is just making me think of this, and it always makes me laugh. When I watch readings and they're like, oh, so and so's coming back to you, and they want to propose a new beginning and blah blah blah. when I made the decision that in September I'm going to become a nun energetically, um, I remember like a day later, I was listening to a reading and they said something in their reading. And I looked at my watch and I was like, well, they better hurry up because they only have until September 15th. Because September 16th, I'm marrying God for 5 years. And it's not even that I necessarily think like every reading or every situation is for me, right? But I like when I said it, I was laughing at myself because I was like, hello, I have plans. So if you're going to send them in, they better come in real quick. The funny thing is I thought about that. I thought about that when I made my first announcement on here that I was thinking about being a nun, becoming a nun. And I thought about it, pardon me, like, what if somebody shows up the week before and wants a commitment and wants to date me and da 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 da. And the funny thing is and God knows this. God knows my angels, my ancestors, my dearly departed loved ones, my guides, they all know. There is literally only one person out there that I would rethink my current path for. There is nobody else. Nobody else. Like, no. There is one person I would rethink that journey for. Just one. And don't get me wrong, like I would need to think about it. I would still need to think about it. Even though he's the one that I would rethink it for, I would still need to think about it. Like I would literally still have to tell him, thank you, flattered, thank you for the offer. But I'm gonna need a minute to think about it because I was gonna become a nun next month. So I'm gonna need to rethink that love offer. Can you give me a couple days? Oh, pardon me. I think doing 3 readings today is taking more out of me than I thought it would. Or it's all the tacos I ate today. I don't know. Mm. I like this though. I really do like this. I like the fact that the higher ups are protecting, as they should. Please protect us. We could use all the protection we can get. It's my neighbor. He keeps his little poop container for his dog out there, so he puts his little poo poo bags in there. I don't know. Maybe he was just walking around. I don't know if I told you guys this. Did I do readings before I went on my walk yesterday or not? I can't remember. I think I did, right? I did readings and then I went for my walk. Yesterday when I was walking, it started raining when I went out, just before I went outside. So I went out there to look and it was raining. It wasn't like heavy, but it was raining. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's so warm out. I'm going to walk in the rain. And I did. And the funny thing was, is I got around the center part and I got away to the end at the corner and I saw my neighbor from downstairs walking. And I was like, okay, this is weird. Like I've never seen him walking other than when he walks his dog. Beautiful dog, by the way. Very well behaved dog. Beautiful dog. But I'm like, where's the dog? And then I kept thinking in my head, did he lose the dog? Is he looking for the dog? No, he was just walking. I was like I'm the only one in the neighborhood that walks. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not at all the only one that walks. Actually, I love walking. I love walking out there now. I don't like the heat, the humidity, but I love walking out there. I love to see all my neighbors and their doggies. I love to visit with the dogs. I'm not even kidding. I miss my puppies. I really do. But I got the kitties, so. I thought about when I was down to my last cat that maybe I would introduce like a puppy. I just don't think that the cat at that point would be, I don't know. And then again, like, I love animals. I love animals, don't get me wrong. And I've had an animal. God, when did we get Dooley? Like 2000? Our cat died in 97. I think we got Dooley, our first dog, like in 90, 98, 99, 2000. And he lived, I want to say like 9 or 10 years. He died from cancer. He was a purebred West Highland Terrier. And then we got Max. I bought Max. He was a mutt, but he had Lasso a Shih Tzu in him, but he was a mutt, and he ended up having to be put down because of his back. Ever since he was a puppy, he had so many problems with his back, and they said it was just because of his breed, like the fact that he was so mixed, like, because he was a Lasso Apsu Shih Tzu mix, but he had like a really long back and a really tall legs. And it's like, that's not what a Lasso Apsu looks like. That's not what a Shih Tzu looks like. But he had the face, and the floppy little ears. And he was such a happy guy. Max was a wonderful dog, beautiful dog. Just had back issues. And my mom and my brother took him into the vet and decided to put him to sleep because he was having back issues. And, they said, we don't know if we should give him any more prednisone or whatever, the steroid or whatever, because it just seems like he's consistently hurting himself. And, so they decided to put him down. And then there was Cash. Cash was actually the ex-best friend's dog that I bought from her. And he ended up becoming diabetic. He was a Chihuahua Terrier mix. Cute little black dog. She named him Cash after Johnny Cash. I kept his name. He was such a sweet dog. My mom kept feeding him shit, like bacon and greasy shit, hamburger, and just a bunch of shit food. And he ended up getting diabetes. Um, I think he lived to like 10 or 11. I think he passed away like 4 years ago, maybe. I think maybe four, maybe five, maybe. Anywhere from 3 to 5 years ago, he passed away. He was the last one. But I always said when the cats go, like, I don't know that I want another pet, even though I have love to give, even though I love having a pet, and it would be nice to have, the companionship. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. Like, it's bad enough now with the cats. Like, I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. I gotta find a cat sitter. Anyway, off on a tangent. Yeah, I love this. It's, we are supposed to be protected. When you live your life to the fullest and you try to live it as upright as possible, whatever that means for you, right? Always be honest about your situation and who you are in it. But you should be protected. Your journey should be protected. Your abundance should be protected. God, your angels, your ancestors, your dearly departed loved ones, your guides, your animal guides, your familiars, everybody should be on your side. Everybody should be looking out for you. I'm not saying you shouldn't look out for yourself. I'm just saying. Yeah, I love this. I really do. I like the message, it conveys like, hey, just so you know, we're here. We're taking care of you behind the scenes. We're doing our best. Keep doing your best, but we're doing our best. I like it. I like it a lot. Just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Take what you will from it. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.